Adductor brevis muscle is also one of the medial compartment muscle of the thigh. It lies posterior to the pectineus and adductor longus muscle. This is pectineus muscle and this is adductor longus muscle. And between these two muscles, posteriorly is present adductor brevis muscle. It is a triangular shaped muscle. The apex of it is attached to the pubic bone and the base is attached to the femur bone. It originates from the external surface of the body of the pubis and the inferior pubic ramus. This is isolated hip bone with the interior view. The highlighted green is the pubic part. The pubic part has two surfaces: the internal surface and the external surface. Furthermore, we divide the pubic bone into three parts: the body, the superior ramus, and the inferior ramus. And the adductor brevis muscle originates from the external surface of the body of the pubis and the inferior pubic ramus. After origination, it descends downward and laterally. It also expands as it descends and becomes a triangular shaped muscle. It is inserted on the posterior surface of the proximal femur and the upper 1/3 of the linea aspera. This is isolated femur bone with the interior view. Now, in the posterior view, this is the linea aspera. Further, we divide the femur bone into three parts: the proximal 1/3, the distal 1/3, and the middle 1/3. And the linea aspera is present on the middle 1/3 of the femur bone. Now, if we further divide the linea aspera into three parts: the upper 1/3, the lower 1/3, and the middle 1/3, then it is clear that the adductor brevis muscle is inserted on the posterior surface of the proximal femur and the upper 1/3 of the linea aspera. Next is the innervation. It is innervated by obturator nerve. Obturator nerve has three nerve roots: L2, L3, and L4. And the main innervation to the adductor brevis muscle comes from L2 and L3 of the obturator nerve. Next is the action of adductor brevis muscle. Adductor brevis muscle only crosses the hip joint, and its main action on the hip joint is the adduction of the thigh. And it makes sense since this muscle is present medial to the hip joint. So contraction of this muscle will pull the thigh in this direction. This is the major function of this muscle. The name of adductor brevis muscle gives us clue about its action. Adductor brevis muscle adduct the thigh. This muscle also helps in the medial rotation of the thigh. But this is the minor function of this muscle. Now these two actions of the adductor brevis muscle is same as the adductor longus muscle. Next I will discuss adductor magnus muscle. Thank you.